Good morning, easily offended millennials.
Hi, my name's Kiowa. What's your name?
I hope you like my new background.
What? She didn't even respond to my question.
I call this, my city is experiencing historic flooding, and all of my valuables are on my bed in case my house floods, so I make do with what I can.
Cute and canny, more than just one out of many.
I don't know what it is about this intro, but it always just gives me the creeps when I watch it. It's probably like one of the cringiest things I've ever seen in my entire life in a YouTube video, and I've seen some pretty cringy videos. It just says, snip, snoop, it's my loop.
This video is going to include discussions about racism.
Wait, let me guess. This is gonna be about white people are racist and no other race is racist, right?
And because I am white, none of these thoughts about racism in this video are my original thought. I accredit to most of the ideas that I have picked up from these two videos created by two very lovely black YouTubers. So go and check them out, please, because they're lovely and awesome, and like, why not?
The two videos that Milo links in the bottom of his channel are the hashtag YesAllWhitePeople videos by Seren and Ghazi, and I will show you their clips respectively.
And I'm just here to let you know, public service announcement, yes, all white people. All white people are racist. And the reason why all white people are racist is because all white people are born into and raised in a racist white supremacist society that instills racist white supremacist ideals within them.
All white people are racist, each and every one of them. But Ghazi, don't make such general statements. It's wrong. Don't make general statements, Ghazi. Okay, so all general statements are not incorrect, right? All rocks are hard, all water is wet, and a lot of you understand, right, through systems of oppression that all black people are oppressed, right? And you understand that all white people have white privilege. You get that, right? Those are general statements that are true, so all general statements are not false.
Yes, but your general statement is false. To say that I am racist just because of the color of my skin is racist. Now let's hop on right back to Milo's video.
All white people are racist, all men are misogynistic, all cisgender people are transphobic, all members of a majority are biased against the members of the minority or oppressed group. In fact, most people are racist, misogynistic, transphobic, ableist, etc.
Hey, good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Officer Warner with Halifax Police Department. Are you aware of why I pulled you over today?
No.
Are you,
no, sir.
Are you familiar with vehicle code 1739? Well, it's actually against the law to drive on a hot day without an ice cream cone. So, on behalf of the Halifax Police Department, we're just making sure that everybody's following all the laws today and are driving with ice cream cones. Like I said, I'm Officer Warner. This is Chief of Police Lance here in Halifax. And we just wanted to make sure you guys were in compliance.
As you can see, just look at this black lady getting pulled over by this racist white cop. And he just gave her an ice cream cone on a hot day. And she's laughing. It's like, it's almost as if, you know, it's racist to do such a nice thing because, you know, all white people are racist. Oh, and especially white cops. Next, Milo says that all men are misogynistic, but I have just one question for him. If all men are misogynistic, then why would you want to transition into a man? Now, the next thing is what really gets me. It's when she says that all cisgendered people are transphobic. As a male person who's assigned, quote unquote, assigned the male gender at birth, I am completely fine with transgenders. If you decide later down in your life that you feel uncomfortable with the gender that you were born with, then by all means, do what you want. If you want to snip it, go ahead. That's on you. I don't care. That it doesn't affect me in any way at all. However, I still, as crazy as this sounds, still believe that there are only two genders.
But Kiowa, that makes you a racist, misogynistic bigot that doesn't stand for women's rights.
Okay, look, I don't care if you transition between female and male or male to female. But if you go from male to wolf gender or anything like that, it's not real. It's just a mental disability.
I am racist, classist, ableist, and I probably contribute to many other systems of marginalization that I am not aware of.
Hey guys, she's racist, classist, and ableist. Let's go beat her up. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty good idea.
Words like racist, misogynistic, and transphobic are not insults, nor are they stereotypes or generalizations.
Okay, you can't say that right after you just said this.
All white people are racist, all men are misogynistic, all cisgender people are transphobic, all members of a majority are biased against the members of the minority or oppressed group. In fact, most people are racist, misogynistic, transphobic, ableist, etc.
Now, this next part it's a real gem.
Saying that we're all raised to believe that gender is defined by anatomy and chromosomes is not a stereotype. It's a fact about how we are raised.
I don't understand why you think it's such a bad thing to be raised to believe that genetically there are only two genders and that the one that you were born with is the one that you are. I don't understand why that is so hard to grasp. Humans are born with only XY chromosomes or XX chromosomes. Sometimes you might have a few outliers that have an extra, but most of the time you're going to be a man or you're going to be a woman. You're not going to be any of these other 72 or 76 freaking genders that you yourself are pushing in some of your other videos.
That's such a bigot thing to say because there could be as many as millions of genders.
If I had as many eyeballs as there were genders, I'd have 2 eyeballs.
Even if you have liberal parents or teachers who teach you about gender identity, you still come into contact with the idea of biological gender through the media or through interactions with other people.
It's because it's not normal to believe that there are more than 2 genders.
Even if you are raised by open-minded people, you will still be psychologically affected by living in a society built on imperialism, which, by the way, created cisnormativity and heteronormativity.
How dare you say that about my best friend imperialism?
A 2012 study, which I will link below, observed how white people empathize with black people less than we do with other white people, because our minds register their pain as being less severe than it actually is.
If I watch a car accident happen, I'm not going to care whether they're black or white. I'm going to call the police or call an ambulance depending on what they need, no matter what.
We're raised to believe that black people are lesser.
Well, then you weren't raised right.
And that they're more likely to be dangerous to us.
A black person isn't any more dangerous than a white person. We are all people. We are capable of the same things.
Even though history has proved the opposite to be true. We're raised to believe that gender is based on biology.
Oh my god, now that it is the 21st century, we can just throw biology and science out the window because it only matters when it furthers our agenda.
And that features that are typically associated with one sex are repulsive or shocking on the other binary gender.
The reason there are 2 genders is so that we can further the human race. Feminine women attract masculine men and vice versa. That's why there's 2 genders, to have sex and make more humans.
Beauty standards affect everyone's psychology, and cisnormative beauty standards are no exception. If you followed me this far, and you agree that all people are psychologically affected by marginalization, but you disagree with calling these biases racism or transphobia or misogyny.
Milo is putting these 3 things in air quotes because she knows that it is all bullshit.
Then there's really no point in arguing further. I think that when people hear words like racism, transphobia, and misogyny, they think of blatant, unapologetic hate, like violently attacking someone because of their identity.
When you vote Trump, damn it. You voted Trump! You voted Trump! Oh, yeah! Yeah, he voted Trump! She been 35. Yeah! I gotta vote. I gotta do that to Beat his ass! Don't vote Trump. Don't vote Trump! Don't vote Trump! Still in scut. Wait, take the lighter, shit.
Certainly people who commit violent hate crimes are very, very bad people.
Man, I need to get drunk.
This bitch ass nigga right here.
Yeah.
Bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, bitch ass nigga, boy. Fuck Donald Trump, nigga. Fuck white people, boy.
Fuck
white
them,
people,
bitch.
boy. Fuck 'em.
Goof.
I mean, at the end of the day, you just try to wrap your head around evil. That's what this is. It's evil. It's brutality. It's man's inhumanity to man. And
I don't think it's evil. I don't think it's evil. I think these are young people, and I think they have bad home training.
It's unfathomable that so much hate and anger can fill up a person where they go out and they think that this is okay. And then it was stupid to do it on Facebook Live, but that's a whole nother story. So this is absolutely sickening. But I'm going to say something that's probably not very popular. We cannot callously go about classifying things as a hate crime.
Thankfully, the Chicago Four were arrested and charged with hate crime.
However, I believe to properly dismantle systems of oppression, we must acknowledge that being racist or transphobic or misogynistic or ableist or whatever does not make you a bad person.
If you were actually racist, that would make you a bad person. If you are like Ghazi, as you previously stated, you're a racist. Yes, black people can be racist too. It's a thing. Did you watch the other two videos I posted? You know, especially the second one where they're shouting "fuck white people." Yeah, I think that's pretty racist.
By being afraid to call ourselves racist, we are failing to acknowledge how our biases contribute to systematic racism.
Now, you may just be speaking for yourself, but personally, I am not biased whatsoever when it comes to race. If it comes to getting a job done, I believe whichever person, whether they're black, white, yellow, pink, blue, red, green, orange, I don't care. If you can get the job done well, good job. I don't believe that race has anything to do with how well you can do something or your limitations. Right now we have a black president. Of course, it's going to be Donald Trump in the next couple days. But at the moment, it's Barack Obama. So you can't really complain that systems of oppression are not letting you go up to where you want to be. If you can pave yourself the way to go to college or whatever you want to do to become successful, do it. Just because if you say just because you're black that you can't, move up in the world, you're lying to yourself.
Microaggressions are mocked as not really being a big deal, so we fail to acknowledge when they do legitimate harm. Yes, there have been a lot of police officers who have been outed as members of the KKK. But not every police officer who has harmed an unarmed black or Latinx person has been a member of the KKK. Subconscious biases are the reason why we're more likely to see a black person holding a cell phone or toy gun and think we see a dangerous armed person. And they're also to blame for the fact that many victims of police brutality were never given the medical treatments that could have saved their lives.
Well, I am done now with this cringe fest. So, thank you for watching. I am sorry, this is the second video I've ever uploaded. I wanted to try to do this on a weekly basis, but it's just so much editing. Like, if you were to look at the screen right now and see how much editing this is the most editing and time I put into a video. It's taken me a couple months to do this. So, please hit that thumbs up button, please hit that subscribe button, and also go down into the description and look for my Patreon, and if you guys could donate, that would be fantastic. It would really help this channel to help it flow smoothly. And thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.